Welcome back to PoPolitickin.com, your home for self-help meets hip-hop. Right now we're live on YouTube, but check me out on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. 1212, I'm a place to be with Sean Cassidy. How you doing, bro?
Great, man. I'm great, man. How you doing today?
I'm fantastic. Fantastic.
For sure.
So I see
Chilling out, man.
you from Ohio.
For sure. Dayton, Ohio.
You you grew up on Dane Family. You remember them? And their rap group
Nah,
Dane Family.
uh-uh. Nah, I
Yeah,
don't know about them.
yeah, it might be before your time, man. Yeah, it was a rap group called Dane Family. They was hard too. Yeah, but they
Oh
was
yeah?
cool. Yeah, it was like, let me see what year they came out. They came out in 93.
And yeah, so like I know about like the Ohio players and stuff, like when they started, the blues and Lakeside Band and stuff like that. That's like west side of Dayton. That's like actually where I'm from.
You friends of you are not friends, but you a fan of the Paul brothers? I know they from Ohio too.
Um, I don't think I know them neither.
The boxers, Jake Paul, Logan
Oh
Paul.
yeah, 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 yeah. They're I think that might be either Cincinnati or definitely like Cleveland or something. That ain't the
But
Dayton thing.
you be rooting for them and stuff or not?
I mean, it's entertainment, man. That's all it is for real. Entertainment pays the bills. That's all I can say.
I had to give him his props. 'Cause I was like, man, that dude a fool because he just beat Tyrone Woodley. So this fool gonna announce his retirement, and then the next day he gonna unretire. I was like, this dude,
Bro,
he
I
a
be saying
fool.
like, bro, like people that ain't really be doing anything, bro. Like, but like that's the state that boxing is in right now. Everybody want to be Floyd. They want to go, undefeated, and you know what I mean. And it's just people taking people hats and running. It's funny, man. So, I ain't been like keeping up with boxing like how I used to, but I'll be watching the highlights and stuff. You know,
I would say
I do
so.
I do like I do be watching MMA though, for sure.
Which one you watch? I be watching. I watch both of them, the UFC and Bellator. What you be watching?
Well, I really watch like the UFC for like, like the big pay-per-view events and stuff, like we go out, whatever. Um my favorite people then already down and retired. So you know,
Man, you know
uh
what happened? You know what they said happened? I can't believe
who's
this
that?
shit. I guess they said it's supposed to be Vitor Belfort against Oscar La Hoya boxing.
Yeah,
So Oscar La Hoya got the COVID, so he ain't in it. But they
I
talking
did
about
see that.
yeah, they said Holyfield taking this spot. Yeah, I was
I didn't
like,
know that. I didn't know
yeah,
that. I
that
knew that he
motherfucker.
had COVID.
But I was like, I don't. Nah, I thought I was like, I don't know. I don't think Bellator can beat Holyfield. But he could have probably beat Oscar La Hoya, but I don't think he gonna beat Holyfield.
That's
That make it
dead.
a whole different fight. You fighting heavyweight now. You fight well. What was Dusco De La Hoya like a welterweight or
Hey,
something?
I'll be pissed off if I had to fight after that when I ain't know. I'll be like, but it's crazy. I'll be mad as hell.
Did you see the? It was another one too, man. Did you see the damn fucking what's the dude name? Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. He fought Anderson Silva. You saw that shit,
Anderson Silva, yep.
man.
Uh-huh.
I remember at first they was trying to say Anderson Silva wasn't no good boxer. Shit, he fooled me. He was boxing. I was like,
No,
man, this
no.
guy, he should have been boxing if he was boxing like that. I didn't know he was nice like that with the.
Yeah, with the hands, yeah. Homie definitely nice with the hands like that. I actually knew that though. I didn't know Silva had the hands for real.
Hmm. So I'm gonna say, just talk about your upbringing a little bit, and let us know how you got involved with music.
So for real, I was just talking about this the other day with one of my guys. So basically, again from Dayton, Ohio, my dad just had like a piano. He had instruments in the house, you feel me? So when I would go over there on the weekends, he could play like two or three songs on the piano, but when you're a kid, you don't really understand that, like, you know what I mean? It's only three songs, like in your mind, you're like, he can play the piano, so I should be able to. You know what I mean? So, I was playing a few instruments, and by the time I was like in the second grade, I can remember like people coming to bring me out of class to go like play the piano for people. Like, they would come to the school. And then, you know, I was always in like some kind of like band or I played percussion all the way into like maybe like high school. And then of course I played basketball, you know, all the way into college. So, you know, I didn't really, you know, I did like a summer or like AAU bands, what they call it. It's like all city band to where, you know, it's like not during the sports seasons, it's over the summer. So, you know, I did that, basically played, you know, all percussion instruments um and of course against of course still piano. And then once I finished college basketball, I was like on my last road trip and we was in Alabama and I was like, damn, like what's my next obsession? Cause like my body just so sore all the time from basketball. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, but what else can I do to where I'm not beating my body up every day? So I didn't go overseas, you know, I went ahead and, you know, was like, all right, this is it. And I just made the decision to start doing music. But and this is like 2016. But the thing is that like I totally forgot that I like had an actual music background, you know, like to understand some type of music theory. Like, you know, it was just always just I never took it serious. It was just like I just always kind of knew how. So I would just like to go just play the piano for like 2 hours sometimes. You know what I mean? But it was never like, damn, like I'm gonna do music. You know what I mean? For real. Until like I really made the decision, and then shit, I recorded my first song with one of my guys, Lance. He's an alpha brother of mine. Shout out to Slonny. But he ended up having a studio. We met this homie. You feel me? At Bowling Green College, he ended up having a studio. So you know, he was an engineer. So I went ahead and recorded a song with him. And of course, again, I played basketball on the HBCU campus, and I was Greek. So once I made the song, all my homies was playing it, and it just went around the campus, and I had like 20,000, you know, streams from SoundCloud in like a week. So I was like, well, damn, you feel me? So I just kept making music, and like that was in like March of 2016. By September of 2016, I had a whole album done, and that was my After Party OT album that I dropped, and I've been going ever since then.
Mm. And then where you play? You play college basketball at?
I played at Wilberforce University and Central State University. So both are HBCUs in Ohio.
And then you were saying what position?
I was shooting guard, man. I was a shooter. I like that thing up. You hear me?
You know, you were just saying like, so why was your body just like people might not know if they don't really play basketball like this. So why was your body like
Yeah.
breaking down from playing?
I mean, it's just any college. If you play any sport through college, bro, like you been playing your whole life, like your body, like it's super intense, like with your body. You know what I mean? Like you're running like 2 or 3 miles a day. Like it's high intensity, and you've been, you know, I've been in shape longer than I've been out of shape. You feel me? So it's just like I've been playing basketball since the fifth grade. So, you know, eventually, like on my knees, like, I didn't have like any like major injuries, like you know, like where I like tore my ligaments or anything, but my body just can't take it. You know, it's just all the running. I had to ice every day. I had like lower back spasms. You know what I'm saying? Like I broke my ankle in high school, so you know, it just always like swelled up. It was just like I was kind of over it for real. You know, I use it to, you know, to do it. You know, it definitely was a vehicle, you know, for me. I was able to meet a ton of people, travel the country, you know, many times, AAU, you know, so I felt like I already got what I needed out of basketball. Like it didn't like get me tingly anymore. So, you know, I was like, well, you know, if I do music and, you know, I just kind of fell in love with it, like for real, like I'm obsessed. So, you know, it kind of like worked out for real, for real.
Then who are some of your musical influences?
A lot of people, man. Like even going back to like Lenny Kravitz to, you know, to like newer artists, you know, like older artists, Tory Lanez. Um, you know, I kind of like take bits and pieces of just the music that I grew up around. Like even like, I listen to alternative, I listen to everything. You know what I'm saying? Like a group called Borns if y'all don't know about Borns, um, it's a group, man, they super, super fire. You got like AJR. AJR is a fire group as well. They do like a lot of alternative music. And of course you got like the legends like Prince, you know what I'm saying? Prince, I it's just really paying homage to all the legends for real, for real. Like I grew up, like my dad is, mixed. He's Jamaican and English. So, growing up, I was able to, hear a lot of different kind of music, Three Doors Down, Shaggy to, Pac, Snoop, like West Coast. So I was kind of like, I was blessed and lucky to be in like a divide, grow up in a diverse, and rich music history for real.
I was gonna say, how would you describe your sound? Because I was listening to your music. You got a lot of different styles. So how would you describe
Yeah.
your sound?
For real, man. Like I would describe it as like trap, R&B, because like you know I can actually rap. You feel me? And I can jump on some up tempo stuff. And then like, but my voice has a natural like rasp to it. So then that's when I like jumping like those Ty Dolla Sign. Like so anything that Ty Dolla Sign has been on, like I can sing like the same kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like that's like my lane. The ladies, talking about, just the lifestyle, you know what I mean? But it's more of like a it's more of uh like a R&B pop kind of thing that's going on. Cause me and Drum actually had a few more records, and it's crazy that when I end up, but before I dropped Energy, that was like the last choice that I had to drop out of all the songs. Not because I didn't like it, it was because I just like it was different. You know what I mean? And I recorded it in like an hour. Like it wasn't like I was like, man, I'm just gonna be the record. I just kind of just went in there like any other day and just recorded it. So I'm kind of glad I listened to Drum because it definitely opened up a few more doors that that is just different and more refreshing for the game. You know what I mean?
And then
So
so who is Sean Cassidy? Who would you say you are?
so Sean Cassidy is a father of two, a I have my MBA and my master's in business association. Um, I'm really into philanthropy, really into nonprofit. I have a record label as well, Timeless Group Entertainment. I do consulting as well, Timeless Consulting. Um, I've spent this last year really getting the bag from writing for female artists, R&B, pop, you name it. Um, you know, Sean Cassidy is like, I just really want to like. I had this conversation the other day with when I was in the studio, actually in the last interview that I did, and I was telling them that like Sean Cassidy has like I'm living now, right? But like I have to when I'm living now, I have to set it up to where I have to do the work now to exist when I'm gone. You feel me? Like so, whether that's through philanthropy, whether that's through music, whether that's through it could be coaching or whatever it is. Like I'm just always been open, um, to provide value to the world, provide value to my friends, my family, you know, and I just kind of got the concept that like, you know, as long as I focus on being valuable, like, you know what I mean? Like just adding value to myself, then like, that's gonna create the Sean Cassidy like legacy. You know what I mean? Um, like once I realized that like, I was chasing, people chasing money and chasing the bag. That's cool, but like, money is just like a reward for being valuable. You know what I mean? It's just like a thank you for solving my problem. Thank you for being a solution. So if you focus on being valuable, you're always a solution. You don't have to worry about, running around chasing money and doing a bunch of, wicked shit, wicked things, just to come up on. So I'm just kind of like right now. I'm just like in my mode right now. I've been writing a book as well, Success in a Box, where I just kind of like, venting to father stuff, things that I've been learning, and soaking up games. So, Sean Cassidy is still young. Not even as far as his age, as far as mine goes. Like I feel like I'm just learning and just learning self, until the day that I die. So, you know, that Sean Cassidy was Sean Cassidy that updates every day. And I plan on updating those chapters and, you know, every day for real.
What do you like about being a father?
I love it, man. It's frustrating at first, because when you're young, wild, and free, you can be super irresponsible and still make a way in life and do very well for yourself. So, once I had, my kids, I have a daughter and a son, it just put things in perspective for me. Like it taught me how to really love, you feel me? Like to really have something of like a part of you. Taught me how to love for real. And it just taught me like, responsibility. Um, it just taught me like to like live for something, man. Like again, I'm a wild boy, so like I even have like my son and my daughter. Like my son is on like my screensaver, and then my daughter's like on my home screen. So like I'll be out, man, and I'll be doing some dumb shit, and I'll look at my phone and be like, "Yeah, you're right." You know what I mean? Like I shouldn't do that, or I shouldn't be driving 130 miles an hour and doing stupid young boy shit. You know, so I feel like my kids definitely put me on the right path. They definitely saved me, man, because things, you know, shit took a turn for the worse a lot, many times. So,
What kind of car you got going 130?
man, I got a CT4. It's a supercharged CT4. It's a Cadillac, like sedan.
Yeah.
So that thing be gone, cause
Yeah, I
like you
got
be
it.
driving, man. And you be driving and you press the pedal, your own shit be hitting. Like I'm like, damn, I'm tripping.
I got it. I got a Z. I went 140 one time, but it wasn't nobody on the freeway. It was like, I don't know how the freeway was that empty, so I just took advantage.
Yeah, hey, man, I never forget one time, man. I was back in school, back in college, bro. I was in Ohio. I was in Dayton, and Columbus is like an hour from Dayton, right? And it was this girl, bro. It was like my freshman sophomore year, but it was this girl, but I was like, yo, like I wanted to hit for a minute, cuz she was like, yo, I got like 30 minutes, so I'm going to sleep. Bro, I did like 140 for like 45 minutes and got there, cuz. I was like, bro, bro. I be like, that's the dumb shit I'm talking about, though. You feel me? Like, bro, I'm talking about for like 30 minutes, bro. Like redlining. This back when I just had my Maxima and shit. I had a Maxima, a
Pushing
little
it.
a little like sports package but I maxed that bitch out for real.
I've
But
asked you.
yeah,
You was talking. Well, let us know how did you hook up with Drummer Boy?
well, for real, man. So my my business manager, he actually owns House of Fresh,
Hmm.
with Drummer Boy. It's a boutique down in Atlanta. So
Ooh.
I of course met Drum through him, but like when I first met Hari, who was my manager, like um it wasn't even on the terms of like being my manager. It was kind of like he just kind of about association from some other people, and yeah, like I just kept like working, man. I was just doing so much like free stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like over the course of COVID, like writing, and I recently linked up with Drum to do some references, for some female artists. And we just chopped it up, and the business for made sense for the both of us. So went ahead and recorded a few records with Drum. I had a few references. So it just kind of like worked out, and then obviously when you get deeper into business relationship, you realize that like, oh, okay, like this person genuine. I can be around this person, outside of just music, because you don't be hanging out with everybody. So and we kind of like developed a relationship from there. So he was we did the record, Energy, and then we flew down to Miami to shoot the video. the video. So he came down to Miami. And, we did our thing with that. So Energy is definitely the first for me and Drum that we dropped, but we got many more.
I was gonna ask you what you got planned for the rest of the year.
I can't say too much, man, but just know that I'm probably dropping like every week something. Um, I'm doing like every 6 weeks is like my major drops, but in between time, like I just did a um a cover for Drake's "Girls Want Girls." I just did a cover for that and released it yesterday on YouTube. So you know that's hard. So I just been creating every day, man. Just trying to create and drop, and like create more and more content. I got 13 videos that I already shot. So every 6 weeks, I'm dropping a video. I'm dropping a record. I'm dropping an acoustic version of the record. I'm dropping an EDM version of the record. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just gonna be just flooded with content, and I'm gonna just see, what the fans gravitate to. What my supporters gravitate to. You know what I mean? Like, and whatever that is, whatever single that is, they really really gravitate to. I'm gonna make an album off of that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not just throwing stuff out there hoping it catch. So like that's like my plan. So I pretty much got records out to like maybe February.
So what's your creative process?
Well, it's been updating like a lot, especially like in the last 3 months. So what I've been doing, I got over like 700 songs in my catalog. So what I've been doing is trying to make things more meaningful, right? So with my time in creating. So what I'll do is that I get like beat packs like every day from good people. So they'll send me some beats or whatever, and I go to the studio. I try to get there every day, and I just pull up some stuff, man. And I'm just like, okay, like where can this stuff go? Like, is it a reference? Can I submit it for syncing, syncing license? Is it, for branding? Is it for me? And a lot of times I'll create references, like just quick references. I'll go in and um have one of my guys, Zane, come through with the camera. So we'll like do like I've been doing like live streams lately where I've been kind of showing my process. And I get on there, man, and I load the beat and I already, I can engineer myself. So I've been making a lot of stuff myself. I go in there and for real, I like lay like a whole ad lib on the track before like I even actually know what I'm saying yet. And like, that like sets the guide for me, and I can just go in and basically fill in the blanks, and we can knock out records in like 15, 20 minutes. Um so the process is getting a little faster. I've been writing less lately, actually like penning. But I definitely want to get, make sure I'm still actually writing shit down, just because like you just have like a bigger purpose with it, and you're not just like making random music, which is cool, but the shit gotta go somewhere. Like, it has to have a purpose.
I'm saying, so where do you feel your motivation to make music come from?
It's for me, it's my getaway, man. Like that's why I said like with basketball, like, it was like my getaway. I didn't know that it was my getaway at the time, you know, but like, that's how I vent. That's how I have time to myself. So on top of like, obviously like, monetary gain, and that in this industry, bro, if you in music, if you just doing music to make money, bro, you already fucked up. Because it's a lot of other industries you can make a lot more money in a lot faster, and it's not much of a risk. You know what I mean? So for me, it's just like I just think my motivation is just music is just it's just beautiful, man. It just allows me to be in rooms that I wouldn't have been in, to meet wonderful people, to for my kids, what I'm saying, that to get, motivated by it, or inspired the same way that I got inspired, just having a piano in the house, having a nice guitar. So like, it just inspires me to like reach the world, reach people, that I would have never been able to reach before. It allows me to get my message across. It's like music is like writing a book. Once that piece of music is out there, like you're living forever. You know, somebody they can always hear your voice. Your kids can always hear your voice. They can always, you know, have a conversation with you. You know, they can always feel your energy. You know what I mean? They can live through your music even when you're gone, and it'll still put a smile on their face. You know what I mean? I think that's beautiful.
I'll ask you. So who have you met that inspired you the most in life? Who was that person?
The single person, I don't know. I don't know. Somebody asked me the same question the other day, and I'm like, it's not made. It's not really a single person. You know, I've been lucky to be around some very, you know, very inspiring people. Whether it's like, you know, my old trainers, whether it's, you know, new people that I'm around now. Like I just kind of soak up game. Like I'm always a student first. Like I've always been, you know, such a leader in everything that I did. But the secret to that is being a student first. You know what I mean? Just just sitting down and listening and just like kind of catching the vibe from everybody. And, you know, it's obviously you filter some things out, you know, and you know, I just get inspired by almost anything these days, man. It's like, you know, it's not like a one single thing to where like, you know, I hold them so high up to a standard. You know, it's just like, you know, I may meet somebody at the damn gas station, bro, and he's so excited about going to do a show and nobody's even going to be there, but he's so excited to go. That's inspiring to me. You know what I mean? It's inspiring to, you know, when I get to meet people and I get to put people in situations and, you know, and change their life, you know, whether it's like through contracts or, you know, just introducing people, like that's my inspiration. You know, that I think that's what really keeps me going with it.
I was gonna ask you. So who's your? I meant to ask you this earlier. Who's your? You a fan of basketball, NBA?
Yeah, for sure.
So who your team?
Man, it's tough right now, bro.
I know
I
you're
ain't gonna
not
lie
no
to you.
Cleveland
So
fan.
I'm gonna keep it. Look, I'm gonna keep it a bang with you. I'm a LeBron fan. Like, you know, growing up in Ohio, I was a LeBron fan, bro. That's all I cared about. You feel me? That's all anybody in Ohio cared about. So, uh, I don't put shit out there and be like, yo, I'm a Lakers fan, bro, because I'm not a Lakers fan. I'm a LeBron fan. And like my dad, you know, he was a Kobe. Kobe was his guy. You feel me? Diehard Lakers fan. So he'd be like, nigga, you ain't no Lakers fan, bro. Like you ain't like, you know, he was with LeBron when Kobe was playing against LeBron. Like you're a LeBron fan. So, you know, but I watch a lot of basketball though. Like I love to watch James Harden. You know, basketball's so exciting these days, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I just enjoy it. I don't be that invested into this shit no more for. I just enjoy watching it. Like I can go to a Hawks game versus, uh, Brooklyn. I get to see, KD, James Harden. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just having fun with it now. I used to be, like I said, definitely just a straight Cleveland fan. And before that, I was a fan. I was a Detroit Pistons fan before that.
I was gonna ask you. I was gonna ask you what you think about the Lakers because they got DeAndre Jordan now.
Man, they always people don't realize the league is always gonna go towards the money and entertainment, bro. So, LeBron's still in the league. LeBron gonna get who he want on his team whenever he want. And, they got the money for it, man. It's the second richest franchise. And yeah, they worth like 5 billion. They can do whatever they want as long as it makes sense. And LeBron there, that nigga can fire everybody. You
Uh,
feel me? So I think it's definitely gonna be entertaining, man. I really wanted Chris to get that ring though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
yeah, me too. I was
I
kind of.
did, bro. I didn't really care about, Giannis. I don't really care about that. I was mad that Chris didn't get a ring because that's probably his last chance. And then they did some hoe ass shit and didn't let him come on the Lakers, bro.
Lakers. Everybody be talking
That
about
was
that.
that was, bro. That ain't no weekend shit. I don't know, bro. I
they
ain't
do,
even realize what happened until like today. Like in today's age, I'm like, bro, how they let Chris Paul go over there?
especially when they let all this other stuff happening now. Why they stopped that? That was crazy.
It's
Um,
wild, bro.
so, what would you like to say to your fans and supporters?
Man, I would just like to say that I love you guys for, supporting me and being there for me. Like, a lot of what I do is for you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to connect. I want to be able to, you know, create a vibe within your home, within whatever situation you're going through. Like, that's, I wanna meet you guys. I want to, connect. I want to hear from you guys. Whatever y'all going through, y'all can always hit me up. I'm not like this unattainable, unreachable person. You can always reach out to me. And like I said, just I got so much music coming out, so many things coming out. Visuals and interviews, and guys have something that you want to reach out to me, definitely hit me up. Just tap in with me. My all my social media, or I Sean Cassidy, so I'm pretty easy to find. And like I said, hit me up, you DM me, whatever, and we can get on the live or whatever. We can do something cool.
All right, bro. I want to say thanks for coming through politicking with me.
For sure, man. Shout out to PoPolitickin, man. Like it was definitely a vibe, but you cool people. I appreciate you.
No doubt, man. Anything else you want to leave listeners with?
That's really it, man. Like I said, just everybody to tune in. Like, I really want everybody to do too, man, because that's what I'm be dropping, like all of my exclusive stuff. So like it'll be dropping on a weekly basis. So I really want, everybody to tap in with it. And like I said, I love everybody, man. Y'all stay safe. Stay in the crib, man. Make sure y'all taking y'all vitamins and shit. Make sure y'all drinking y'all waters and taking care of yourself, man. People really out here, dying, bro. So, what I'm saying? Like I ain't like to freak out, homie, but some people, people see you dying, gotta take it serious in some way. So everybody stay safe, man. Keep praying, and make sure y'all get y'all bag, and make sure y'all reach out to the world